yellow bastard. Nothing wrong with him. I won't have... We're afraid to fight stinking up this place of honor. You're going back to the front, my friend. You may get shot. You may get killed. But you're going up to the fighting. Either that or I'm going to stand you up in front of a firing squad. I ought to shoot you myself, bastard. Get him out of here. Send him up to the front. You hear me? You coward. Won't have cowards in my army.
So the community organizer today fired a great war hero, a true warrior, a true warrior. The man who was defending America was dismissed by the man who was stapling flyers to telephone poles over the years. The thin-skinned president who has never fired a Daisy BB gun apparently has fired General McChrystal. We have had a civilian coup of the United States military. All of the true warriors are being drummed out of the Corps, and all of the political officers are being left into the Corps. And that is because, let us put it to you this way, there are things afoot that are not being spoken about. General Stanley McChrystal is being persecuted for telling the truth. And the vermin in the media have been sharpening their knives all day long, eagerly anticipating the kill. The brain-dead apparatchik on MSNBC, Contessa Brewer, a ditz of the highest order, had the nerve to call General McChrystal and his aides a posse. And Andy Mitchell, you know her as Andrea Mitchell, we call her Andy Mitchell around here, declared that the general crossed the line of insubordination. And Joe Haystack, the congressman that Obama bribed, said McChrystal broke military code. And John McShane joined Lieberman to stab McChrystal in the back. John McCain joined Lindsey Graham, that strange creature from South Carolina, and Joe Lieberman, the whiner from Connecticut, and said McChrystal should be removed. And so it was the night of the short knives by the dwarfs in the political military establishment. I played for you today on the Savage Nation the speech by General MacArthur from 1951. He says, "Old soldiers never die, they just fade away." General MacArthur was relieved of command by Truman for criticizing Truman back in 1950. Remember, General MacArthur was one of the great ones. He conceived and executed a great amphibious assault at Incheon in Korea, for which he was hailed as a hero. 7 months later, Truman fired him for making public statements that contradicted the official policies of the U.S. government, especially with regard to Truman's order to restrict military interaction with the media. And so it's happened before. What's amazing to me and what's strangely difficult to understand is how a man of McChrystal's mindset, a man who runs 7 miles a day, a man who takes 1 meal a day, a true Spartan warrior, a fourth-generation military man, how he would permit a lice-ridden vermin from Rolling Stone even near him, how he would admit a fetid drug addict from Rolling Stone to even interview him is beyond my comprehension. This is a product of the breakdown in the aid category. But make no mistake about it, we had a civilian coup today where the thin-skinned community organizer fired the real general to replace him with somebody who will knuckle under to the community organizer's staple gun. Remember, McChrystal is a real soldier. He graduated from West Point. He actually served in an Army Special Ops team in the First Gulf War, as opposed to the fakers who put a knife in our boys' back in the Marines and in the Army. He was the head of the team that killed Zarqawi. He has gone on many night missions, unheard of for generals. The man loves combat, went on night missions in Iraq, went on night missions while Obama was creeping around the nights of Chicago, planning his coup. And all he said was a few objectionable things. I thought free speech was permitted in the United States of America. But I guess the old thin-skinned president, in between golf games, took offense at it. He criticized Biden, criticized Obama's handling of the war, criticized Hillary Clinton, and it's the soldier who gets fired. The White House has betrayed the troops time and time again. Obama betrayed the Navy SEALs. Obama betrayed Lieutenant Bahena. And now Obama has betrayed the leader of our forces in Afghanistan in the middle of a Kandahar offensive. This is Obama's way of undermining our military efforts overseas. He wants them out of there. And so he's taken out the one man who could save the war effort. What has occurred today is a civilian coup of the military. And because of it, our troops will pay the price of blood.
Savage.